Dennis, what happened?
Complimentary hot wax.
Camp Nowhere was every kid's fantasy-made film about four friends who can't stand the camps their parents are sending them to. They blackmail a broke, eccentric former drama teacher into helping them rent a property and run their own summer. No parents, no counselors, no rules. Christopher Lloyd played the blackmailed teacher Dennis Van Welker with unhinged, shape-shifting energy, cycling through disguises to con a parade of parents. 30-plus years later, let's see where the cast members ended up. Jonathan Jackson was born on May 11, 1982, in Orlando, Florida, and raised in Battleground, Washington. He played Morris Mud Himmel, the clever, resourceful ringleader whose scheme to escape computer camp sets everything in motion. Camp Nowhere was his film debut, but he had already been on television. Months before the film's release, at age 11, he beat out hundreds of competitors to land the role of Lucky Spencer, son of iconic soap supercouple Luke and Laura, on General Hospital. That role, which he first held from 1993 to 1999, would define his career. He won 3 Daytime Emmys for Outstanding Younger Actor in the 1990s, returned for further runs in 2009 to 2011 and 2024 to 2025, and won 2 more Emmys in those later stints, 6 total across 459 episodes. Away from soaps, Jonathan Jackson built a parallel career as a film actor and musician. He appeared alongside Al Pacino and Robin Williams in Insomnia in 2002, led Tuck Everlasting that same year, and portrayed Kyle Reese in Terminator. The Sarah Connor Chronicles in 2008. From 2012 to 2018, he starred as singer-songwriter Avery Barkley in ABC's Nashville, playing guitar and singing himself, which earned him a Critics' Choice Television Award nomination. He fronts the rock band A Nation with his brother Richard, has published poetry and essays on faith and art, and has become a committed Eastern Orthodox Christian. He married actress Lisa Voltaggio on June 21, 2002. The two met on the General Hospital set, and they have 3 children: Caleb, born 2003, Adora, born 2005, and Titus Gabriel, born 2010. He is 43 years old as of March 2026. Andrew Keegan was born on January 29, 1979, in Los Angeles, California, and played Zachary Zachdell, the rebellious, charismatic kid facing military camp who becomes Mud's most essential co-conspirator. Camp Nowhere gave him his first moment of real visibility. He followed it with Independence Day in 1996, then recurring roles on Party of Five and Seventh Heaven. His most iconic role came in 1999 as the vain, preening Joey Donner in 10 Things I Hate About You alongside Heath Ledger, and he took the lead in Greg Berlanti's GLAAD Award-winning The Broken Hearts Club in 2000. In the years since, Andrew Keegan has pursued independent film, Living Among Us in 2018 and Adverse in 2021, while also taking a dramatically different personal turn. In 2014, he founded Full Circle, a spiritual community center in a repurposed Venice, California temple offering yoga, workshops, and cacao ceremonies. The venture drew both devoted participants and significant media scrutiny, with some outlets using the word cult, a characterization Keegan firmly rejected. He has a daughter, Aya Rose, born March 2016, with partner Arista Ilona Satterley. He is 47 years old as of March 2026. Marnett Patterson was born on April 26, 1980, in Los Angeles, California, and played Trish Prescott, the aspiring actress being sent to theater camp, an irony she was unwilling to accept. Patterson was already experienced before Camp Nowhere. She appeared in A Nightmare on Elm Street 5 at age 9, won Star Search as a junior vocalist, and voiced Lucy Van Pelt in 2 Charlie Brown specials. Her post-film career included Something So Right, Third Rock from the Sun, Supernatural, and Grounded for Life, and her most prominent ongoing role was as Christy Jenkins, a witch finally rescued from demon captivity, only revealed as the season's villain, across 8 episodes of Charmed's final season in 2006, opposite Kaylee Cuoco. She also appeared in American Sniper. She married financial advisor James Verzino in September 2011 at a Malibu ranch, and they have 2 children, Hudson and London. She is 45 years old as of March 2026. If you're enjoying this look back at the Camp Nowhere cast, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more Where Are They Now? Content about your favorite classic films. Melody Kay was born on August 28, 1979, in Detroit, Michigan, raised in New York City. She played Gabby Nowicki, the girl whose parents want to send to fat camp despite her being clearly not overweight, one of the film's more pointed running jokes. Kay came to the role from a theater background, having served as an understudy in the Broadway musical The Secret Garden. She appeared in The Never-Ending Story 3 the same year as Camp Nowhere, then picked up several more TV roles through the mid-2000s before stepping back from the industry entirely to raise her family. She is married to Wesley Barry, and they have 4 children. In 2025, she returned to screens after a 20-year absence, appearing in the indie horror comedy Round the Decay. She is 46 years old as of March 2026. Christopher Lloyd was born on October 22, 1938, in Stamford, Connecticut, and played Dennis Van Welker, the broke, eccentric former drama teacher the kids blackmail into running their fake camp. By 1994, Lloyd was already one of the most beloved character actors in American film. Jim Ignatowski on Taxi, 2 Emmy Awards, Commander Krug in Star Trek III, Judge Doom in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and most indelibly Dr. Emmett Doc Brown in all 3 Back to the Future films, a performance so iconic it eclipsed nearly everything else. In Camp Nowhere, he channeled all that energy into a role requiring him to impersonate multiple camp directors simultaneously, which he does with obvious relish. In the decades since, Christopher Lloyd has never stopped working. He played Uncle Fester in The Addams Family, and its sequel appeared in Piranha 3D, I Am Not a Serial Killer, and Nobody in 2021 as Bob Odenkirk's father, a retired FBI agent who dispatches 2 would-be assassins. He reprised that role in Nobody 2, released in August 2025, and also voiced a character on Netflix's Wednesday the same year. He has been married 5 times. His 5th wife is Lisa Loyacono, a real estate agent who sold his Montecito home in 2012. They fell in love and married in 2016. He has no children. He attended the Nobody 2 premiere in August 2025, looking happy and sharp at 86. He is 87 years old as of March 2026. Allison Mack was born on July 29, 1982, in Preetz, West Germany, to American parents, and grew up in Long Beach, California. She played Heather, one of the more prominent supporting campers in Camp Nowhere, and went on to build a genuinely successful television career. Her biggest and most sustained role was Chloe Sullivan, the ambitious, resourceful journalist best friend of Clark Kent, on the superhero drama Smallville from 2001 to 2011, where she was a series regular for 9 seasons and returned intermittently in the 10th and final season. She also had a recurring role on Wilfred from 2012 to 2014. Then the career ended abruptly. Allison Mack had joined NXIVM, an organization that authorities determined was a sex trafficking cult led by Keith Raniere. She became a high-ranking member, co-created a subgroup in which women were recruited as slaves, and branded with Raniere's initials. She was arrested in 2018, pleaded guilty to racketeering charges in 2019, and was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison in July 2021. She served 21 months and was released in July 2023. In November 2025, she spoke publicly for the first time since her release in a 7-episode CBC podcast, Allison After NXIVM, acknowledging she had been abusive toward the women she recruited while also describing her own manipulation by Raniere. She is pursuing a master's degree in social work and became engaged in early 2025. She is 43 years old as of March 2026. Hilary Tuck was born on July 1st, 1978 in Kerrville, Texas, and played Betty Stoller, one of the film's memorable secondary campers. Camp Nowhere was her screen debut and launched a busy 1990s TV career. She played Samantha Morgan on NBC's Hang Time from 1995 to 1996, then landed the lead role of Amy Selinsky on Disney's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the TV show, which ran for 3 seasons from 1997 to 2000. She then worked steadily through the 2000s and 2010s in guest roles on Grey's Anatomy, Bones, House, Ghost Whisperer, NCIS, Grimm, and others. Her last listed credit is a 2019 episode of Bosch. Hilary Tuck married Bobby Kroll on July 10, 2010. They have 2 children, son Jasper, born June 2014, and daughter Cleo, born October 2016. She appears to have stepped back from acting in recent years, living a private life away from the industry. She is 47 years old as of March 2026. Thomas F. Wilson was born on April 15, 1959 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and played Lieutenant Elliot Hendricks, the rigid, humorless military camp commander who is completely deceived by Dennis Van Welker's impersonation. Wilson had a career-defining role already on his resume when Camp Nowhere came out. He had played Biff Tannen and his grandson Griff and his ancestor Buford Mad Dog in all 3 Back to the Future films between 1985 and 1990, a trilogy of bully performances that made him one of the most recognizable character actors in American cinema. He also played Coach Ben Fredericks on Freaks and Geeks in 1999 and 2000, and has voiced characters on SpongeBob SquarePants since 2001, accumulating dozens of episodes across the show and its spin-offs. Thomas F. Wilson is one of the busier people from this cast. He performs stand-up comedy regularly and is known for a song called The Biff Question that answers all the Back to the Future questions fans ask him so he doesn't have to answer them individually. He is also a painter whose work has been exhibited at Disney and Nickelodeon galleries, with 3 pieces in a 2025 Forest Lawn Museum exhibition. He attended the Back to the Future 40th anniversary reunion at Fan Expo Dallas in May 2025 with Michael J. Fox. He has been married to Caroline Thomas since July 1985, and they have 4 children. He is 66 years old as of March 2026. Jessica Alba was born on April 28, 1981, in Pomona, California. She had no lines in Camp Nowhere. She played Gail, a background camper, but the film was her first screen credit and made when she was 13. Nobody watching could have predicted what came next. She went on to star in Dark Angel from 2000 to 2002 on Fox, playing the genetically enhanced soldier Max Guevara and earning a Golden Globe nomination, which immediately established her as one of Hollywood's most prominent young stars. The Fantastic Four films, Sin City, Honey, and others followed throughout the 2000s. Then Jessica Alba pivoted to business. In 2011, she co-founded The Honest Company, a brand focused on non-toxic baby, beauty, and household products, motivated by her own childhood health issues. The company was valued at $1 billion by 2014 and went public in 2021. Alba stepped down as chief creative officer in April 2024, but remains on the board. She has continued to act. Trigger Warning on Netflix in 2024 and The Mark in 2025. She announced her separation from film producer Cash Warren in January 2025, filing for divorce in February after 16 years of marriage. They share 3 children, Honor, Haven, and Hayes. She is 44 years old as of March 2026. The wealthiest person to have appeared in a movie about getting away with something for free. The summer camp at the center of Camp Nowhere was a fantasy, and like all good fantasies, it couldn't last. Jonathan Jackson became one of daytime television's most decorated actors while fronting a rock band on the side. Andrew Keegan went from 90s heartthrob to Venice Beach spiritual community founder. Marnett Patterson voiced Charlie Brown's Lucy and played a demon-manipulated witch on the final season of Charmed. Melody Kay raised 4 children and came back to film sets 2 decades later on her own terms. Christopher Lloyd is 87 years old and still working, still unhinged, and apparently the happiest person at any premiere he attends. Allison Mack has faced the hardest reckoning on this list and is rebuilding from scratch. Hillary Tuck raised a family in Texas and kept a quiet life. Thomas F. Wilson is painting, performing, and helping fans answer the big question. And the girl with no lines became a billionaire entrepreneur. Not bad for a summer that was never supposed to exist. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest Where Are They Now videos exploring your favorite casts from the past.